Oh, the contribution to GDP continues with Asshole Consulting. Oh, live. Until it won't be live anymore because I'll be dead. But this is actually contributing to GDP. This ends up in the GDP figures, no matter how distasteful you find it. Just as people doing heroin, their consumption of heroin at market prices should also be included in GDP because that is the total utility the economy enjoys. An anonymous person writes, let me get this closer here. All right. Aaron, hope all is well. Hope was hoping to get to the Twin Cities this summer, but obviously that's not happening. I got a consulting request for you. I met a Christian girl online. He wants me to keep this anonymous. You're going to find out for obvious reasons. I would rather not bring this up to my local family or my family or local friends at the moment because it's going to sound shallow. I need some blunt advice on how I should proceed. This conversation never happened. Well, wait, did you want the email? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Oh, no, he did. He did. Yeah, keep it really, yeah. So I'm going to keep it anonymous here. So this conversation never happened. All right. And I'm not even going to say how they came about, but he sent some pictures of this girl. Figure she was my type, so we went on a Skype, agreed and to do a Skype date. Got her number, found her Facebook, some more photos for you. Okay. Oh, hey, who's that one? We've done Skype dates. The first one went about 5 hours. The second one went for 2. From everything I could tell, she seems like she's a woman of the Lord, not contentious, down to earth, comes from a good family, young, super easy to talk to, seems totally into me. Only problem, I'm not sure I find her physically attractive enough to be a long-term relationship. Her face is my type, but it seems like she could be really cute if she lost 15 to 20 pounds. Let's stop here. That can be said of every woman today in America and the Western world. Every girl would look cuter if she lost 10 to 15 pounds. That could be said of everyone, but they don't. And when I was your young age, we had conversations the same. No, if she has a pretty face on it, they will not get rid. You might as well talk to the bird. And, if the bird really practiced, it would learn Chinese. If the turtle really tried, it could fly. It's not going to happen. But yes, that goes for pretty much, and guys too. Guys are just as a beast, but we're not talking about that. We'll continue on. I don't want to have to train her to lose weight and keep it off, losing battles unless we really want to. And I was in that situation with my first deck because she probably weighs over 200 pounds now. You are correct again, and you have experience to back it up. This is the best foot they're putting forward, is when they don't have a guy. This is about as good as it gets. And yes, you are darn right. If you get any woman, not one that's already overweight, any woman, you are going to have to be on them like flies on shit for them to stay in shape, because they don't want to stay in shape. Get that through. The operating premise is they do not want to stay in shape. They hate staying in shape. They find it oppressive to stay in shape. And this is why they come up with things like shallow. And to show you how strong the desire to be overweight is with women, is they detest it so much. They think it is easier to reprogram all of male psychology and hardwired biology to like svelte, attractive, big-boobed women, and to reprogram sociologically into liking fat chicks. That impossible. That's not a Herculean task. That's not summiting Mount Everest on what's it called? On stilts. That is an impossible thing. They'd rather try to do the impossible and be guaranteed to fail than hit the treadmill. Okay? That is, and if you don't believe me, look at the behavior. Your mom, your sister, even good-looking women themselves, you're shallow. You like what you like because you're programmed to like it, you're shallow. No, actually, in reality, if we are to take words at their meaning, that is sexist for, what's the word, not blaming, not criticizing even. berating men for having the programming they do. You might as well berate women for menstruating. That's on par with a, you do that naturally, that's shallow. You menstruate, that's shallow. No, it's nature. And the sooner both men and women get the fuck in line with nature, the sooner we're going to be better for each other. But once again, as obesity rates go up for both, and men have tried, they lost 10 to 15. There's a cute girl under there. It is very clear which path people are going to take, particularly women. They're going to do the impossible. And they're not going to see it because it is impossible. Right? Hit the treadmill or yell at men and calling them shallow for how many more decades? I don't know. And look, even your premise, oh, I feel kind of shallow. Why? Because you have standards? Do you feel bad? Oh, I prefer chocolate over vanilla ice cream. That's shallow. No, it's called a fucking preference. And last I recalled, you guys were all about choice. Huh? I also call it nature. Hey, I don't like pain. That's shallow. Hey, I like getting blowjobs as opposed to having, my thumb nailed with a hammer because I missed the nail. That's shallow. No, it's kind of logical programming and self-respect. So yeah, this girl is going to get fatter. Aaron, do you know that 100% for certain and sure? No, I don't. But it's a damn good bet. And you're right, dude. You don't have the time to train them. You don't have the time. There's some things like, oh, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. But yeah, man, like, you're going to get off your fat fucking, because I think every guy's been there. I've been there. And it's a choice. And women do have choice. Women do have agency. Sometimes people would say they don't. In some regards, there's some arguments you girls really don't. What? Follow my heart? The money will follow? Okay. A prince is coming. My very own prince will love me. Even though I'm 300 pounds. Okay. Oh, where was I going with that? But women can choose. They can. They can choose to lose weight. That happens all. There's women that lose weight. There are women I keep forgetting the workout gal. She was overweight and she lost it. Now she's one of the most successful top workout gals out there. Women, it is a choice. And you prodding them and that's just taxing. That's just taxing as fuck. It's just like, forget it. And you're young. Wait till you get old. I do not have time for that bullshit. Nope. Do not have time. So another issue is I haven't dated seriously in over 3 years and I feel emotionally numb. On paper, I know I want what I want, but you could put the perfect woman in front of me right now and I would probably feel nothing. This is not the perfect woman. All right. You have to be physically attracted to this. Otherwise, it's not romance or dating or love. It's just friends, You're just like, oh, you're kind of a cool chick, like hang out. I do not wish to stick my penis inside you. No, nor the other two holes, nor your cleavage. No, not even a hand job. Nope, no physical attraction. That's what makes humans special. And I can imagine at your age and with your generation, if you've dated, significantly, not seriously, but you've dated enough women, yeah, it's taxing. It's tiring. And you weren't alive back then, but you got to understand it was not always this way. One time in the past, women were happy to date a guy. They were excited to date men. And I know this individual, he's a very successful young man. You would have been a catch. That it is not 1937 anymore. It is not. I cannot emphasize enough again how much programming, indoctrination, brainwashing has gone into young women since the boomers about how they don't need. Think about that. Have you ever been told you don't need no woman? I mean, I guess at a philosophical level, sure. But have you ever heard your teachers or your parents or anything have such a derogatory opinion or approach to women? But that is standard information given to young women today and for the past 2 or 3 generations. I can understand why you're numb. There is no receiving counterparty to your investment or your desire, your investment in yourself, your investment in the future, and your desire to have a woman be a part of that. You're like, hey, and I know this guy. He'd make a great marriage candidate. But he likes hot women. He likes what he likes, and that's shallow. And this even presumes that you find a girl who wanted to get married, wasn't obsessing about her worthless fucking career in HR or CSR or any one of the millions of gals that just got laid off because they are truly not essential. We're finding out, oh, what? Garbage men and engineers and civil engineers, surgeons, those are required. But the nonprofit director at the cat rescue shelter and academia and teach, no, you're not essential. But again, this presupposes they've even been fed any alternative idea or philosophy or theory about the value and point in life, and that would be maybe falling in love with a guy and having a family, right? That is hated upon. That is besmirched. Remember, maybe you're too young, but man, they made fun of June Ward Cleaver in my day. Oh, look, what do you want me to be? A housewife that just make cookies? Oh, I'm just going to stay home. No, we're going to co-live. Oh, dude, your generation, my generation, debatably the boomers as well. Marriage and nuclear families, what you want, and physical beauty and handsomeness, vice versa, has been so beaten out of the generations, but particularly women, that yes, you should feel emotionally. There'd be something wrong with you if you didn't feel emotionally numb. Because if I do the numbers right, you should be up to you should have dated over 100 by now. And if you haven't had a serious relationship in 3 years, I know it's not a lack of trying on your part, but there just isn't. There just is not any quality out. They are not programmed to be quality girls. They're programmed to be great workers. They're programmed to be feminists. They're programmed to be Democrats. They're programmed to be political ideologues. They're programmed to be independent. They are programmed to be all about themselves. They are not programmed to be altruistic, selfless, loving, or caring. They're programmed to be myopic. And so, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah, this is the path to becoming a man. This is the galvanizing, forging process that turns you from iron into steel. It sucks. I'm sorry. But on paper, I know what I want, but you could put the perfect woman in front of me right now and I would probably feel nothing. Yeah, but the perfect woman would inspire you to be like, oh, yeah, cool. You're like, whoa, hey. It would fire up the engines. It would fire up your passion. You'd be like, whoa, who's this? I don't get butterflies like I used to. Yeah, because you're not young and naive anymore. I guess it would be emotional maturity, but I just feel numb. No, look, dude, I'll tell you the story again. Let's go over the story. You're just getting old. You're just getting experience. You're just realizing how shitty the selection is out there. And I'm not saying this because rah, men, boo, women. It is that bad. The girl I went on a date with, the best date I ever had, I was so excited. I was like, this is the one. Singing Zippity Doo Dah Zippity Day. I think I was 23, 24. Doesn't matter. And then I thought, wow. Then all of a sudden, like after our first date, 3-4 days later, called her, see she wanted to get some food. She says, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, she doesn't sound so happy. And I came in like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, hey, what? And then it turns out she just couldn't date me. Whatever reason, don't know, don't care. Reasons. That knocked me down a bit. Whatever idealism, oh boy, you were giddy, you were happy, you were young, you were hopeful, you were idealist. The kids, my little nieces, when they see a frog, they're excited. But after you see 1,000 frogs, like, well, what do? They hop into the water and that's about it. After you date enough girls and they don't spurn into anything, this girl, you kind of get whittled down, and you lose your booster fuel. Sticky into the orbit of being a guy. And this is just completely normal. But to finish the story, to make my point, 20 years later, 24 years later, 22 years later, I found out she's single mom, fat, divorced, in a wreck. I could go into details, but I'm not going to, but a wreck on multiple levels. And I'm like, that was the one that I was all excited about. That was the one that, like, I went from the highest of the highs to the lowest of the lows in a 48-hour period. And my point is, your giddiness, how excited and emotional you got about it, that was probably misplaced. Wow, pretty girl. Oh boy, I'm excited. Oh boy. Yeah, but you didn't see where it came. I've seen that happen to several girls. Like, oh, that one got away, or this one. And then you see what happened and be like, holy shit, you're a wreck. In other words, when you're young, you're buying into this inflated stock market. Your expectations are way too high. Way too high. And then the dating experience, going through and dating and courting and finding out what's actually out there. And once you get past their looks, assuming you're dating good-looking girls you're attracted to, you're like, oh, is this it? Is this really the quality count? There's one gal, the one that got away. She got away because I thought I could do better. Because I'm like, there's one of those and that problem, this problem. And then I found out, like, holy shit. Not only was what's on the market absolute shit, that was a catch. Someone with a job that is reasonably physically attractive, that's a catch. So this, I won't feel anything ever again. Am I getting numb? No, this is you getting your expectations in line with reality. We are tempering your expectations. We're lowering your standards. Maybe you won't accept those. Maybe you'll maintain your standards higher up here because you have standards. But it's you slowly realizing that, oh, what I want, my standards are not going to be met, or there's a very low chance of that happening. Paper note could be perfect. I don't get butterflies like I used to. I guess it could be emotional maturing, but I just feel numb. No, that's fine. And you know what? Maybe you're not ready to find a girl. There's nothing wrong with that. You've gone through a lot of stuff in life. You just maybe had a breakup or what. You're not ready for it. You can't force yourself to fall in love. You can't force yourself to find someone attractive. And you can't force yourself to be in the right place mentally either. You'll be there when you're there. We've agreed to meet in person this weekend. After that, and depending on how it goes, I'm not sure what to do. My request, help me sort through how I'm feeling about this. Don't spare anyone's ego. Honest answer, am I out of her league? How should I approach marriage-minded dating after being out of the game for so long? Okay, help me sort through how I'm feeling about this. Well, one, you're just not attracted to her. That's it. Because she's not attractive. I'm looking at her. She is bordering actual fat. She is definitely husky. She is definitely overweight. She's bursting at the seams. And dude, if she gets one whiff of wedding cake, she's going to blah. She is going to get fat because she's almost already there. I mean, this girl's got everything going for her. She's young, so her metabolism should be kicking in. Yeah, I'm just looking. No, this girl is going to get fat on you. And she is fat right now. It's borderline fat. So no, you're not physically attracted to her. And you've been down that road before. She's not going to get in shape. Once she's got you, once she's got you legally, or even in a committed sense, they all get fat, young man. They all get fat, or they all gain weight, I should say. They all gain weight. I've never had a girl maintain her hotness when I first started dating her throughout the relationship. It immediately goes down. Because why? Women, just like men, are lazy. Or when women get divorced, then they'll go into a bikini competition. Then they'll shred the pounds. Then they'll put on the hot shit. But when they're married or with their boyfriend, they're wearing the dumpy ass clothes. They're wearing the boring ass sensible shoes. They're not doing anything. But then when they're single, they'll get dressed up, put on the platform shoes. They'll go nightclubbing. They'll look hot. And this girl, when she's not, she's mailing it in and she's not even comfy yet. She ain't even got a guy yet. So no, you're not physically attractive. Don't spare anyone's ego. Honestly, yes, you are out of her league. You are a good looking dude. I've met you. You are a very handsome man, and more so, you are very successful, especially accounting for your age. how you're feeling about this. It's just you got shit selection. I mean, it's bad enough on the physical front, but it's also bad enough on the personality front. I know you're traditional minded. You want to look for marriage. Your generation of women is simply programmed not to want to get married. All right, let me rephrase that. They are programmed to want to have a wedding. They are not programmed to be wives. They are programmed to want to have children. They are not programmed to be mothers. I even did a thing. Gen Z men may just have to accept the increasing chance, the very likely chance that you're not going to get married. Look how much if there's a gal you should fall in love with, you'd be like, dude, Clary. And this has happened. I used to be like total ghost and screw girls, and I'm a confirmed Batman. I met this girl. And usually it's the opposite. They're like, talk me out of this. You're asking me to talk you into it. Most guys out would talk me out of it. And I'm like, we had one. Oh, this sly, good-looking dude. They were both in accounting and like, Clary. I'm like, all right, dopey dope. Send me some pictures. Let me see. Oh, she was gorgeous. She's beautiful. And this sly, handsome schmo. And they're smiling. I'm like, and she was going to become an accountant. I had to talk him like down from the ledge. I got to push. Or maybe it's the reverse, how that analogy works. No, man. No. You have every right. You have to be physically attracted to your future wife. You have to be. You can't just like work up a boner. All right. You could do that maybe when you're 23, 24, 25, but you get to be 35, 36, 37. It's like, come on, buddy. I know she's got 35 pounds extra on her, and come on, buddy, you can. And my favorite. Erectile dysfunction. Oh, it's a problem a lot of old men face. No, it's called fat fucking wives. It's called fat lard asses that no, you go parade a hot, not modern day Playboy Playmate. You get one of those hot ones from the 80s and the 90s, not the ones that are like, oh, well, it's a guy. We're just trying to be so woke. You go get a traditional Playboy Playmate to walk past a guy with erectile dysfunction who's down Viagra. I bet you his soldier stands up and salutes. I would not. And here's the other thing, man. You can't waste her time either. You can't even lead. You've already led her on. You're leading her on. You're getting her expectations. She's like, oh my God, I may never have to work out. I might get out my dreams, my princes come in. I'll never have to work out. No. Because you're not going to have sex with her. She is going to gain more weight. You're going to be like, and I don't care what people say, physical beauty, physical attraction, that's the fuel. It's not everything, but it's the fuel, the engine of long-term and marriage relationships. You got to stay hot. Because if you're not, well, then fuck you. I'm going to go find someone else and fuck somebody else. I'm not going to like you. Now you're dead weight. Who are you? Why are you here? How should I approach marriage-minded dating after being out of the game for so long? You just got to ease back into it, man. Dating, just go date. Okay, go have some fun. All right. I mean, be honest on your dating profile. Look, in no rush, but inevitably, I want to get married and start a family. And don't. You're viewing this as a job and a chore. And yeah, dating is like, oh yeah, it's fun and cute when you're in middle school. Oh yeah, you're idealistically hopeful in high school. In college, you think that's going to be, like the shopping mall, the open buffet of dating. But now you're getting like, wow, this is kind of a pain in the ass. But dude, just go and try and have some fun, man. Don't even think about marriage, but be honest. Like, look, inevitably, I'm thinking about getting married, or I want to get married and have kids. So can have fun and all that, but if it ain't going anywhere, you be honest. But yeah, something happened. You got burned out. And this girl is not inspiring you. I mean, this is like trying to turn my motorcycle over every spring when battery's dead and you got to push start it. Hey, oh no, it went down again. Yeah, man, you don't want to be the guy who's got to take Viagra to fuck your wife. Okay. Also, I need to catch up on your last few podcasts. Want to make sure you're aware of all the shenanigans going around with COVID-19, Bill Gates, Anthony Fauci, William Barr. 0% banking. What I did, Hang on. So there you go. So, all right. Oh, let's go to the stress. Did we get any super chats? No super chats. All right, cool. We can call it a day. You guys got questions? Cappy's got answers. AssholeConsulting.com. Links down below. See you guys later. Toodles.